Hi everyone, welcome back to the next diecast. In today's video, I'll be taking a look at the 2023 Maisto catalog. I just found out the other day that their catalog was up on their website. It's February, and usually they don't put up their catalogs until March or sometimes April in some years, but it looks like they were early for this year compared to previous years. So that's really cool to see. So I'll be kind of taking a look at what they have to offer for 2023, mostly in 1/18th and 1/24th scale vehicles. And I'll be kind of giving my thoughts on those and perhaps share which ones I might be getting when they are actually released. So here's the cover of the catalog. You see there's the Lamborghini Countach, which Maisto released last year for 2022. And that is one of the colors that it comes in, is the white that the launch version was in. And then, of course, you have the Maisto logo, and then you have the 2023 in the center there. So, and I like how on this catalog you can kind of flip the pages like that, like it's a real catalog, or you can just use the arrows like that. Is this already in full screen? Yep, that wasn't full screen. All right, so here's the table of contents, and then you have kind of the same page that we usually see for the Premier Edition models. The same three cars that have been made for years now, which isn't a bad thing. I think both these Mercedes-Benz Roadsters and the Eldorado are pretty iconic Maisto models, and I hope they're made for years to come, but there's really no differences there as far as those models go. Then for the 118 Special Edition line, of course, you have the picture of the recently released Porsche 911 GT3 2022. That was Maisto's kind of big release for 2022. It showed up in some wholesale clubs, and then it began, I think it's more wider release on other websites and everything around the second half of 2022. But I like how they have that kind of on there. Same stuff going on with at least this page for these special edition cars, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think all the cars pictured on here are pretty good models. All right, on to the next two pages. Not a whole lot of new stuff on here except for this Ford F-150 1979. We did see an exclusive Sam's Club release of this particular model in 2022. That one was bright red with kind of the cream on the side. It looks like Maisto is releasing this as a regular model in their lineup, and it should come in this blue that you see here along with a brown. Both have that kind of white side on there. That should be cool to see. I would consider getting that. I'm not sure when it'll be actually out and everything, but I think it should look cool. It is going to be slightly underscaled though, so just bear that in mind, but that's what you kind of see a lot of times for 1/18 scale trucks, unfortunately. But aside from that, you have kind of all the same stuff on these pages here, which isn't really a bad thing. A lot of these models are pretty well done. So on here, you'll see you have kind of a covered up car, and it says new Lamborghini. This, I believe, will be the Aventador's replacement. Lamborghini has not unveiled that car yet. I think they're supposed to unveil it maybe in March of this year or something. But I'm kind of surprised to see Maisto making it, because usually Barago is the one that takes care of Lamborghini models. But then we saw how Maisto did make the Countach last year, as we do see right here. And the Countach will be in a new color, which apparently is red. Looks like it's going to be coming in black, too. I didn't know about the black Countach. Interesting. So at this point, you now have red, black, and white. And I thought there was pictures of a yellow version online somewhere. Maybe that's not going to be released yet either. I'm not too sure. And then you have a new color for the Mustang Shelby GT500 in yellow, along with the Lamborghini Vision Gran Turismo in orange. This was actually a Costco exclusive color at one point, I believe for 2022 or something like that. And then you also have a new color for the Porsche 911 GT3. Although technically, I think Costco did have this red version. But now the color is available for regular release, which usually you see that a lot of times with Costco or Sam's Club exclusive colors. They eventually become a regular color as part of the model's color palette in the upcoming year's catalog. And that's no exception, of course, for the Porsche or the Vision. I think also the Shelby. I want to say it was Costco that had a yellow Shelby in the past year or so, but that does look pretty cool in that particular color scheme. So yeah, we'll see what this Lamborghini is or what it looks like. I assume it'll probably come in at least two colors to start. Seeing that it's covered up, we probably aren't going to see a model, even in terms of like a prototype or like a prototype tooling, for at least several months. And I assume Maisto will have it released hopefully by maybe third or fourth quarter 2023. I'm not too sure on that yet. But up next, you have the 1/24th scale models. And on here, you have the Chevrolet SS 454 pickup, which was supposed to be released last year, but it got pushed back. But now it is, I think, officially out. So there's a picture of the red version right there. And for new stuff, you have the Audi RS e-tron GT right there. It's going to be coming in red and green. That looks pretty cool. So that's something to look forward to. And for the next pages, not a whole lot of new stuff on here, except we do have a couple of new colors. You got a new color for the Camaro ZL1, and there's the official picture for the SS 454 in red. It looks like it's going to come in black as well. You have the 64 Chevrolet Impala, which is a new casting. It looks like that'll be coming in black. And then you have a new color for the 2021 Chevy Tahoe in white. Aside from that, you have kind of similar cars on here. For the next pages, you do have some more similar stuff, although it looks like we do get a new 93 Mustang SVT Cobra in 1/24th scale. That should be something pretty cool. That's going to be coming in red, a pretty iconic color, I think, for that particular car and that particular year. So we'll look forward to seeing what that one looks like. I assume we'll get maybe, I hope it has an opening hood. A lot of times Maisto doesn't do opening hoods for newly released 1/24th scale cars, but that should be cool to see. And then you finally have pictures for the Mercedes-Benz EQS, which was supposedly going to be released last year, but I think it's just now coming out. They're putting that as 1/27th scale. I don't know why. I don't think it's a very big car. You'd think they'd be able to put it in 1/24th, but I guess they put it in 1/27th instead. Oh well. But that should be cool. There are some pictures online of it. It does have opening doors and a pretty well detailed interior, so I will probably consider getting that one. And that's going to be coming in black and blue, it looks like. And then up next, you got several new things on this last page here. The Nissan Z, they finally have official pictures of that. That's going to be coming in blue and yellow. Again, this was in their 2022 catalog, but it wasn't officially released until the very end of the year. So now they actually have the picture of the model itself in their magazine, or in their catalog, which looks cool. And again, that'll be in blue and yellow. And then 3 new Toyotas, which is super cool to see. You have the 2004 Toyota Celica GTS, the 2023 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, and the Toyota Yaris. It looks like the most recent version, 2021 or 22, I believe. I'm looking forward to those 3. I may even end up getting at least 2 of those 3, depending on how they end up looking. They'll probably underscale the Tacoma, unfortunately, but these 2 should be in true 1/24th scale. And hopefully we'll see the Z soon too, but that's awesome. They have a bunch of new stuff on here. And then you have the Just Trucks. That's kind of similar. Looks like they got rid of the Jeep Wrangler, unfortunately. The design stuff's pretty cool. I don't usually collect that, but they have all these different like transport sets and everything. They're always kind of cool to look at least. I do like that Bronco, that 1/64th Bronco with that boat. That's actually super cool. All the elite transports, and you got the different trucks and everything, the design customs, tons of motorcycles, muscle machines. They're kind of these like tuned cars. You can find a lot of those at Target and stuff. All their motorcycles though are kind of hard to find. I know Amazon has a lot, but in terms of stores, they're pretty difficult to find. Harley Davidson cars. I don't usually look at these, but apparently now they have a whole bunch to pick from. They used to just have a couple trucks, but now you got the Camaro and the Bronco and stuff. They actually look pretty cool. Then you got some more stuff down here. I have seen this one. These are trucks that come with the motorcycles in the back. They look really cool. Some more motorcycles and everything. You got 1/12th scale and 1/18th scale as well. I think the police motorcycles are back there too. I have that one BMW version. Assembly line, and then you have the assembly line Ferrari sets. These are all kind of the same as the previous years. The design assembly line sets are actually pretty cool. They're a little bit more expensive compared to the regular assembly line models, unfortunately, but I think you do get some more detailed parts out of those and everything, and possibly more parts in general. And for the assembly line series in general, the only new thing you get, well, I shouldn't say the only new thing, new things, I should say. You are going to get the SS454 as a model kit, as well as the EQS in red. Look at that. That's actually cool. I may actually get the model kit version of the EQS if I can find it for cheap, if they end up releasing it soon. Oh, and I'm sorry, the Nissan Z as well. That's going to be a model kit, the blue version, it looks like. I may consider that too. Yeah, we'll have to see. They don't usually add a whole lot of new stuff to the assembly line series, but it looks like now they are, so that's cool to see. And then, of course, they also have the assembly line motorcycles as well. I think it kind of into like the toy stuff, like the fresh metal cars and everything. There is some cool stuff, like the Toyota Supra. That looks like that's a new one on there. Surprised they're making that, because Hot Wheels is already making that one. A 32 Ford sedan delivery. That's already been made. I guess they gave it a new color. I don't know. There's some cool stuff in here too. You can find a lot of those at like Dollar Tree and stuff. Here's some of the fresh metal track sets. You never see these anywhere, even like online and stuff. It's like weird. Then you get kind of into the rest of the toys. They have a whole section of like farm stuff now. A lot of this stuff way in the back of the magazine you just don't see. Like the Power Racers, yeah, they're occasionally available at stores, but you can never find them. And look, they got vehicle to be determined. Like, what's it going to be? It's like, why bother putting it in there if you don't even know what it's going to be? Yeah, all these are kind of familiar stuff. Then it's more like toys and things like that, monster trucks, etc. I don't really show a lot of this on my other cataloging or on my other Maisto catalog videos, but it is worth mentioning that they do make all this stuff too. So yeah, there you have it pretty much for the Maisto catalog. Not a whole lot in terms of 1/18 scale releases, but we do get a few 1/24 scale releases to look forward to. I will definitely consider the Nissan Z, the Mercedes EQS, and probably at least two of those three Toyotas. They had the Tacoma, the Celica, and the Yaris as well. And for 1/18th, we'll see how this new Lamborghini looks. If it's like strange enough, I might pass up on it. But the F-150, the 79 Ford F-150, I definitely will consider getting. Hopefully at Sam's Club, we'll see most, if not all, of the models in 1/18 scale there for this year, and as well as, Costco and BJ's and whatnot. They'll probably pop up around maybe end of June, beginning of July, like they always do. So I think they probably could have used some more, I guess, new stuff in general for 1/18 scale, but 1/24 scale, they got a lot of new stuff compared to previous years. So I was kind of happy to see that, but I don't know anything about release dates for all these new models. Usually you don't see them until at least halfway through the calendar year, but hopefully for the 1/18 scale releases like the F-150 and that new Lamborghini, they'll be out in time to be sold at wholesale clubs where we will hopefully find them. So yeah, it's just my take on the 2023 Maisto catalog. I will be following up with the Barago catalog video as my next video, so stay tuned for that. And feel free to comment down below with what you look forward to for Maisto releases for 2023. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.